In this video, we will export from 3DStudio Max and import into Armorpaint. We will export an object to create materials and textures, PBR materials, so physically based render, into Armorpaint. Now, all we need to do is go to File and Export, but we need to make sure that we have an actual mesh object with an unwrap map. This is going to be better. So in the video course, in 3DStudio Max, we're going to show how to create an object, a 3D model, and also how to create materials and PBR materials and also textures, which needs to be unwrapped. So you need an unwrap mapping in order to work correctly with a texture in 3DStudio Max and also other software, but especially in Armorpaint. So you can create unwrapping in Armorpaint, but it's better if you do it in 3DStudio Max and then right click and convert to editable mesh or editable poly, so that you make sure that what you're using is actually a polygon object and not some other type. So you export with the export function. You can give a name here, and once you select the folder, select the name, you can choose if you want to export geometry, camera slides, and so on. And this is FBX format, by the way. So FBX is an Autodesk format. It's gonna be good for Armorpaint. So now let's get to Armorpaint. And again, there is an entire video course dedicated to Armorpaint in our channel, and also an entire video course dedicated to 3DStudio Max, among other video courses that you can check out. So here I'm just gonna import. I'm gonna go to File here and Import. You can see I can import directly the mesh, but this is gonna be just the geometry. So in here, we need to build up our material using layers, using textures, and so on. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for the FBX file that I have exported from 3DStudio Max, and there it is. This is the JB chair, I call it. So I will do import, just move around with the navigation. So we use the scroll wheel to move around and to orbit into zoom and so on. You can press the scroll wheel as well. But again, everything is explained in the Armorpaint video course. So what I'm gonna do is just close up here, and you can see there is already a default material applied. So you can create new materials. You can double click, you can see how these materials are made. You can see they're made by a central node and then other parameters, or you can even use textures. And you can even use mapping here. You can do some really standard mapping and unwrap mapping, but everything, again, you will find it in the Armorpaint video course. Now, what we want to do here is just create also, you can create new layers also and apply them just like in Photoshop, one on top of the other. You can use meshes, fonts, brushes. Let's just import an unwrap texture that, again, it has been generated in the video course, in the 3DStudio Max video course, in the section dedicated to the materials and mapping. So that's your texture. You can simply drag and drop it into the materials and substitute the simple color with the texture. So we have the material. We can click and drag the material onto the object, and that's it. Now this is just a brief explanation, a brief overview of how Armorpaint will work. And you can paint, so you can use layers here. You can add new layers to paint on your objects, especially if you have unwrapped textures. Everything is going to work fine. Otherwise, you need to fix the mapping in order to work well. And let's adjust the radius of the brush. You can see how we can brush out real quick, real easy using the unwrap texture. So this will be all for this quick video guide. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe to the channel. If you want to support us, please join the channel as a supporter. For any questions, write in the comments. Also, you can ask for assistance, and also you can give suggestions to other users. Don't forget to check our other video courses in the channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video guide.